Long ago, in a quiet forest, far away from the noise of the world, lived a wise and kind-hearted saint. He was known for his calm demeanor and gentle soul. People didn't visit him often, for his home was a small cave, hidden deep within the trees. The saint spent his days meditating, reflecting, and helping anyone who came to him in need. Life around him was peaceful, serene, and simple. One evening, as the golden sunlight filtered through the trees and the forest grew still, something unusual happened. A tiny mouse, trembling and hurt, fell from the beak of a crow and landed right at the entrance of the saint's cave. The poor creature was terrified, barely able to move, its tiny body shaking from fear and pain. The saint, seeing the fragile little mouse, gently picked it up, cradling it in his hands. He carried it inside the cave, placed it softly on the ground, and offered it some grains. The mouse, though wary at first, slowly began to eat. From that day forward, the mouse stayed with the saint. Each day, the saint cared for it, feeding it, tending to it, and showing it kindness. The mouse, once weak and scared, grew strong, healthy, and even a little plump. Days passed, and the bond between the saint and the little mouse grew. The mouse began to trust the saint completely, feeling safe in his presence. But the forest is full of dangers. One day, a cat spotted the fat little mouse near the cave and immediately began to chase it. Terrified, the mouse darted back to the saint, hiding behind his robes and pleading silently for protection. The saint, with his calm and gentle presence, shooed the cat away. But as he looked at the fear in the mouse's eyes, he realized that this small creature's life was still vulnerable. He thought to himself, "The cat may come again, and I may not always be here to protect him." With a deep sense of compassion and spiritual power, the saint decided to act. He transformed the mouse into a cat. The little creature, now a cat, roamed the forest fearlessly. It no longer had to worry about other cats, and for the first time, it experienced true freedom. Time passed, and the cat roamed happily until one day, a wild dog appeared and began chasing it. Once again, the terrified cat ran back to the saint, trembling with fear. The saint, understanding the danger, decided to help once more. Using his powers, he transformed the cat into a dog. The mouse, now a dog, wandered the forest freely, safe from its previous enemies. But life is unpredictable. One day, a tiger spotted the dog and began chasing it. The dog ran back to the saint, terrified, pleading silently for protection. The saint, seeing the fear in the creature's eyes, acted with his usual kindness. With his spiritual mantra, he transformed the dog into a majestic tiger. The mouse, once so small and weak, was now the king of the forest, commanding respect and awe from all the animals around. Yet even as a tiger, danger remained. One day, a hunter appeared in the forest, gun in hand. The tiger ran back to the saint, terrified. The saint, with compassion in his heart, transformed the tiger into a human. The mouse, now a man, felt powerful, respected, and free. He ventured into a nearby village and began living among people. He built a life, thought of marriage, of family, of peace. He felt strong, capable, and proud. But a single thought began to trouble him. "I was once a mouse," he thought, "and only the saint knows. If anyone else finds out, they will laugh at me. They will stop respecting me." That thought, small at first, began to grow. Fear and shame filled his heart, turning into anger and desperation. He picked up a sharp tool, walking toward the saint's cave, determined to hide this secret forever. As he entered the cave, the saint looked at him. He saw everything. The fear, the anger, the darkness in his mind. Before the man could act, the saint chanted a mantra and transformed him back into a tiny mouse. The little creature, realizing what had happened, cried out in fear and ran away. He never returned. This story carries a powerful lesson. No matter how much we are given strength, respect, freedom, if we do not learn to control our thoughts, those thoughts can destroy everything. The mouse was given everything, transformed from a tiny, helpless creature into a human with power and status. But one small negative thought, fear, shame, or jealousy was enough to undo it all. In our own lives, it is the sama. A single unchecked thought can shape our decisions, our actions, and ultimately, our destiny. Living in a world full of distractions, comparisons, and pressures, our minds are restless, easily influenced by fear, anger, or jealousy. That is why awareness is crucial. Every great success, every great failure, starts first in the mind. If you can master your thoughts, if you can control them and guide them toward positivity, growth, and compassion, you can shape your future. But if you allow even one negative thought to take root, it can grow, spread, and destroy everything you have built. So take a moment today to watch your thoughts. Be mindful of what you feed your mind. Treat every thought as a seed. Plant the ones that will grow into strength, courage, and kindness, and remove the ones that carry fear, jealousy, or anger, because your mind is the garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. Nurture them carefully, and you will reap a life of peace, success, and fulfillment. Neglect them, and even the smallest thought can lead to downfall. The little mouse who became a man reminds us, life is precious, opportunities are fleeting, and the mind is the most powerful tool we have. Guard it, master it, and let it guide you wisely, because your thoughts are shaping your reality every single day. Thanks for watching.